What do you guys want to talk about?
Welcome to the A-Train Show. And now here's your host, the A-Train, Arlington Lane.
Welcome to this edition of the A-Train Show. The A-Train, Arlington Lane, back at it again. Grateful to be back here to do the show with you. I just want to personally say this on my show today. I am tired of Elon Musk. I am seriously tired of Elon Musk. When I say he has now gone super overboard now, super overboard with what's currently happening, especially when what we're trying to do with our broadcast. And this goon, wannabe goon, is making sure that people that want to put their stuff out on social media are going to get screwed. Thank you, CM Punk. Thank you. But yeah, I'm sick of it, man. I'm like truly sick of this. This is unbelievable, man. Like now I have to pay a premium subscription just to get on X. So those that have been trying to get on X through Fuel Sports Network, it ain't happening unless we decide to choose for a premium subscription. But there's some music. Maybe somebody can cheer me up, man. I hear the music. He must be here on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday, he's here. Yeah, folks, he's here. The one and only Pastor Robert Bailey Jr. is in the house with power, and I think he's moving too. There he is.
Yeah,
he moving.
Yeah,
he
man.
Moving in the city, man. What's good, sir?
What's happening? We good, man.
Is that my little lady right there behind you too?
That is her. She's waving.
I can't see it, dog.
You can't see it.
Barely. There she is.
That she is. Yeah.
I mean,
you know we rolling.
Yeah, I see y'all.
Yeah,
rolling
we rolling,
today,
man.
We
We rolling, man. Trying to take care of some business and everything, man. So yeah, we rolling. We rolling, man. Heading to the church. I gotta go make sure everything is good. Copacetic up there.
Yeah, right on. Right now, man, as we looking, I'm checking out the USA Basketball Showcase. They're playing Serbia right now on FS1, and those that are tuned in, it was looking at one point, Serbia was looking like they were going to try and take out USA, but at this point right now, I don't think they have enough firepower to do so. Maybe I know it's a tune-up game for every team and whatnot, but looking at this Olympic roster that they have for USA, I think they solidifying themselves potentially for another gold medal.
Yep.
What you think so far with this team that you've seen so far?
I like it, man. I think at one point I almost kind of thought they was trying to break the barrier of getting back to that 92 team that that was dominant, that was absolutely dominant, but it's so many great stars and great players across the country now, and these guys have trained just to beat USA. That's been the ongoing storyline. They've been training just to beat USA because they know USA is filled with talent and with superstars. So unfortunately, I feel that they're going to do well, and they will probably grab that gold. It's only one team that I'm a little, but they beat them, so I don't know. This was just the start of it. So we trying to kind of fill it out right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And folks, this is Whatever Wednesday. We're gonna get whatever we thinking is on our minds off our chests and talk about it a little bit. I just wanted to throw that out there, especially with what's going on with basketball. I know I wanted to talk about some NBA a little bit and whatnot, but right now the focus is the Olympic Olympic team right now, and they have a double-digit lead right now over Serbia. If you're checking out the USA Basketball Showcase
Yeah.
from Abu Dhabi, they're out there
Woo.
right now. They're way out there, man.
They
So,
way out there, bro.
but you know,
Yeah,
the,
man.
the the thing that we love the best is wrestling,
Yes, sir.
um, and
Hey, man.
I don't know if
Oh,
you caught Monday Night Raw.
yes.
So it was a bit of a special show in a way of speaking, and got a chance to see mommy make her return and say what she needed to say. And it made it seem like, I guess I missed the end. I missed the end of, I think it was Dom and Jay. Dom showed up,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
and then Liv showed up
They
because
had a
she was talking
match.
like she was in Mexico, right? And she
Yeah.
pulls
Yeah.
up. She pulls up on Dom, and here comes mommy. But of course, we kind of have this notion that um, SummerSlam, Rhea versus Liv. But my prediction for this, I'm gonna give an early prediction on this one here. Um, I think Rhea gets
Ooh.
screwed by Dom. I think
Ooh.
Rhea screws Dom on this one,
Ooh.
or Dom screws
Ooh.
Rhea.
Ooh.
But it's gonna be inadvertent.
Ooh.
You know how you have one of those. I didn't mean to do it, but it cost her the
Accidental.
match.
Right.
Yeah, it's not going to be
I
blatant.
can see that. I can see
If
that.
it is blatant, oh my gosh, like my eyes are going to go
They
out of
they're
my
gonna
socket.
they're gonna yeah, I'm with it. I think I'm with that. I can see that as well. I was gonna say that, but I think it would be more or less because she said at the end of one of the segments, she said something along the lines of you I don't need you, you need me, kind of a piece. So
Yeah,
with that being
and
said, we don't know how that's gonna play in Dom's head, even though he's been fighting for her. She feels like she dominates him and Liv just make him be Dom. So it could be a great twist if you do it purposely. You're already finna
hmm
bust up Judgment Day. You're already finna bust it up. And if he screws her personally, it produces a greater showcase of TV because now the actual rivalry can go a little longer, beyond SummerSlam. So I kind of see that.
yeah, and I'm really trying to dissect how all of this is playing out.
Yeah, yeah.
Gunther and Damian Priest had their run in, and when you look at that run in, it was like, I like it. I like the fact that Gunther was able to get his off quick. He was
Yeah,
able to get his off,
yeah,
and Damien could not really say what he really wanted to say on Gunther,
yeah,
because I've
yeah,
seen the websites that said, "Oh, Gunther cooked Damian Priest." Well, that was probably for
yeah,
within reason, because
yeah.
I get it, he's the champ, but if you're not really focusing and paying attention, you're starting to slowly see a Damian face turn. Am I looking at this too deep?
Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. Not just yet. Anyway, I think that's going to come with the Finn Balor joint. I don't think it's going to come with this because there's no reasoning for it, right? But my thing of it is though, I think what puzzled me the most, and you may be able to help me with this, because what puzzled me the most was Gunther, even after they had their encounter, left out. But then you come back, like you come back just to end up getting into a physical battle when y'all were already kind of butting at it before. Like you butted at it before, and then when Jay came out, it was like, let's cut that off. Let's go on and cut that piece off. And then you allow Gunther to come back out for what reason though? They was already butting at the push down and the fight. You know what I'm saying? They was already pushing for it. So I don't that I didn't understand, but I can kind of see the next level of it. I just don't think they're gonna turn Priest until until that Finn Balor piece.
Boiling points hadn't quite, I guess, and I'm just using this as a slight excuse. Boiling points hadn't yet gone over yet. You know,
Okay,
it was just an encounter. You know, and granted,
facts.
they had barbs going back and forth and whatnot, which was cool.
Yeah.
And Gunther was really showcasing kind of, it was in a way kind of how what's going on politically. I hate to
Okay.
even put it that out there, but that's what was showcased. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, that's the type of heel I'm looking for. Like that's
Okay.
the type of uh person, like kind of like how MJF was when he started up. And then when yeah, I'm using him as an example, and I'm also using the Miz when he was sitting there acting like I'm privileged to be here. I'm supposed to be here. I'm the best thing on the planet.
Right.
And but they're
Right.
using somebody as tall as Gunther, and that is perfect. It's
I mean, it works
perfect.
for that character. It
Yes,
works
it
for that
does.
push though.
Yes, it does.
My only fear is that they're gonna push him too fast, push him too high, and then he's gonna lose momentum. Because at some point, without him having a promo kind of a piece, I think yesterday showed trying to put him in a versatility and then letting them butt heads. They was butting at each other, man. Like it was bad. And so to put him in that kind of environment, I think you give him a little bit more of an edge, but he don't have like that promo voice. He don't have that promo kick. Like I don't like none of his promos. They just so dry and cut. Like they cut and dry, dude. Like I don't like none of his promos. None of them. Like none of them like entice me to want to watch him. I mean, but you can't take nothing away from him being the ring general. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to highlight that. And when it comes to the sacredness of the ring and that kind of thing, man, I like that stick. That's why I think they had. That's why they had Ludwig, um, Kaiser, um, doing all of his promos for him because I don't think that was necessary for him to try to do any of that. I mean, you're a ring general. Just go in there and fight, and let somebody else be your mouthpiece. Because right now he don't have that part, so he'll fade out soon.
He's
Let him get championship, and then he'll fade out.
he'll be like Vladimir Kozlov when he was. Remember,
Absolutely, exactly
everybody
what I was
remember.
about to say.
Oh boy, because the next
Yeah,
next thing you know, you're gonna see him doing
or
dance moves in
Ryback,
the rings.
or Ryback. You remember Ryback didn't have that. I don't think he had was that feed me more. Once all you wanted to see him do was fight. You didn't want to hear him talk about nothing because his promos suck.
But
I,
it's like
I
I get it. I think it was like Becky Lynch when she started. Becky
uh,
Lynch was terrible. Oh my
yeah,
gosh. Like cutting
yeah,
promos, she was
yeah, yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
And I think it's gonna take like a little bit more seasoning for it. Because at this point, we're gonna get what we're gonna get with Walter, excuse me, Gunther. And
Yeah,
so we're gonna get it, and that's he need to change his name back to Walter. Honestly. I'm tired of Gunther. He need to go back to
yeah,
because Walter, when I look at Walter, Walter was like you said, just going in. He was fighting. He was a champion. He was knocking people, hitting them so super hard. Like you can feel it
yep,
in your chest when you can hear the smacks. You know, Walter was forceful. I get Gunther just sounds like it's strong, but Walter was a force.
yeah, yeah,
He was a force to be reckoned with, and that's where I would love for WWE to go back to that. You know, they gave Pete Dunne his name back, right? He's no longer
well,
Butch.
yeah, right. But
Let's
they
go back.
they they did that. They did that because Butch wasn't gonna last long without the brawling brutes. The brawling brutes, and Butch sounds right,
And
but it don't sound right.
even
It
that,
don't sound right with. I think I like Gunther better than I like Walter. I think I like Walter with NXT. Only because it gave the litany of what he was there for. But I really really enjoy him being Gunther. My only problem is I hate that they keep on highlighting him as a great superstar yet. Like you pushed him to this excellence of holding the intercontinental title and putting him as the longest reigning. Like why though? Why so soon? I would have given that to somebody else. But
Considering
again,
that he was in NXT for quite a minute,
yeah,
it was kind of a
yeah,
time for him to rise,
okay,
on the fast track, like similar to what Brian Breaker is going through right now. Brian Breaker is heading on that same similar fast track
bro. If
where
they get that boy, they get him like they do Brock Lesnar, it's a wrap. Cause hey, he a money maker, man. Like he's gonna make you Carmelo Hayes. They're gonna make you a lot of money, man. You let them market just like they did in NXT. They brought a lot of fan base to NXT based on those two being in there. On top of
yes,
some others, but yeah,
but yeah, exactly. And at this rate in the game, I think putting them in Intercontinental and US, you just mentioned Carmelo Hayes, putting them in the US title mix, that's good for
yeah,
them. They can always chase. They had the match between Dragunov and Sami Zayn, which was phenomenal. It was
right,
a good way to close out the show. I get it that it was never going to be uh, a champion crowned, a new
right.
champion crowned
We
because
knew
of
that.
Brian Breaker. Right.
Yep, we
I
knew
think
that.
where we're headed, is a triple threat match at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship. I
I can
think
see
that's where
that.
we're headed.
I can
I
see that.
really think so.
I can see that.
Um,
Now we got to shift gears though. What do you feel about the Wyatt Six?
okay, after what I saw with Bo Dallas getting beat up by Chad Gable and now his new mates, the Creed
Okay.
brothers,
Yep.
I was like, this is letting me know American Alpha is being revised and the other crew
Yep.
members that were part of that group is dead. And I think
Absolutely.
they fit Chad Gable better than the others that fit with them
No, I
currently.
agree. I totally agree.
But
I totally
you
agree.
can't mess with the Wyatt Six, especially after this whole ordeal with Eric Rowan, and you saw the
So triple
realness.
threat. Yeah. So triple threat, or let them two fight it out. Bo
Bo
and Chad.
and Chad. Yeah, you gotta let Bo and Chad fight.
So no triple threat.
Who else I'm gonna throw in?
I mean, you got the Creed brothers and Chad Gable with the Wyatt fellas. You got Eric Rowan. And you can either do Loomis or you can do Joe Gacy. Either
I don't
one of
want to
them. It
see
was
any. I don't want to see any of them in that match. This is about
ooh,
Bo versus Chad,
eh,
and this will be Bo's first match
I can
back.
go with that. I can go with that. I can go with that.
Remember who he learned from, right? So you got to take that into consideration,
Yep,
right? So take that
I
as you
can go
may.
with that.
Yeah, and it should be an amazing experience. I'm not going to say match. Experience is what it should be. And because this
Yeah,
is the thing, I'm not fond yet of what Bo Dallas can do in the ring. Now, granted, he could do some stuff, and I have to go back and watch to his earlier stuff, especially when he was with my man Curtis Axel.
yeah, yeah,
I have to go
yeah.
back and watch that to see what I'm going to potentially get if he does have a match. I don't even think
I got you.
if even if he doesn't have a match, I just think he should torture Chad Gable continuously.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I would even let the other fellas fight and just let him be the torturer, man. Just torture the dog out of Chad, man. Just make him feel so low and little. It just keep torturing him. That's what I would have thought they would have done, but they made another decision.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll definitely see. how that one plays out as we continue on the road to SummerSlam. We have yet to see Logan Paul show up, and I think if not
It's
this
Friday
week,
night.
yeah, I
No,
think
he's
if
gonna.
not
No, I
this,
think he might supposed to show up next Monday. Is it next
I
Monday
wouldn't.
when he go?
I would suspect this weekend, Friday,
Oh, okay,
because we got like
okay.
two weeks till SummerSlam. It's that first weekend in August.
Right, 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 right,
And
right, right.
I think that's where we headed at the moment.
I
Um,
got it.
but in the meantime, we got that. Let's take a quick time out. We're gonna come right back. We're gonna come back with some more whatever Wednesday, and we're gonna
Hmm.
have some more fun with what we're talking about with what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. We're gonna try to sneak some other. I'm gonna sneak some other stuff in as we go along. Like I said,
All
whatever
right.
Wednesday, right here on Fuel Sports Network. We'll be close. 1 minute and 15 seconds. I promise. We'll be right back. Back on this edition of the A Train Show, the A Train Arlington Lane. We were touching a bit about some things that was going on in wrestling. Right now, checking out the USA Basketball Showcase. USA is now up over 20 points now, 21 points, I think, to be exact, right now on Serbia in the third quarter. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this Olympic Games and stuff. That's one of the things I'm going to check out. Is of course is uh, the uh, the men's basketball team, definitely the women, because they definitely gonna have something to showcase when they get out there
Absolutely.
on the court during while they get to Paris. And the other thing I'm really looking forward to seeing is Shakari Richardson and track and field and see what damage she does going into this Olympics. A lot of people were on her a little bit about her voice, her being so vocal all the time, but she's a confident person, but now she kind of been reserved,
Yeah.
and that's the last thing you wanted her to be. You rather her talk smack
Right.
because
Talk
now
stuff.
she's gelled in, she's focused, and she's looking to tear up those
Yeah.
tracks on
Yeah, man.
in Paris. So I want to make sure I got everybody updated with that. But back to the thing we've been discussing, wrestling. We're looking towards SummerSlam. I think I think we're gonna have an interesting card. I haven't seen a card as of yet. There has been an
The
official
potential
card.
one I showed you. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it ain't
I know
official
about the
yet.
potential one, but there's not an
Yeah.
official one. So far, there's three matches that have been made official. Of course, there's Damian Priest versus Gunther. There's Bailey versus Nia Jax, who was the Queen of the Ring, and then Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, the rematch
Yep.
for the WWE the Women's World Championship. So
Yep.
two ladies matches have already been made, and I'm pretty sure they said it. It was said on SmackDown, but was it made official? Was that Solo versus Cody
Oh,
Rhodes
coach.
for the
Yeah, I think
undisputed
that's gonna be a
Universal
lot.
Championship?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a lot. Uh, I
Because
think the Logan Paul piece, Logan Paul and LA Knight gonna be a lot too.
yeah,
They haven't did. Well, I mean, we gotta wait till Friday so we can get there. But yeah,
yeah. So
those
we'll
are
probably
probably
have
gonna be a lot.
two more matches to the mix too.
Yeah,
And then I need to know when Cena starts his run. You know,
I think it's
and
gonna come later. I don't think it's gonna come right now.
so
I don't think
let
it's
me
gonna
ask.
come.
Go ahead. You
Go
said it's not
ahead.
gonna come later. Okay. So
Yeah,
let
I
me
think
ask
it's
you this.
gonna come. It's gonna come later.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Who you think should break Flair's 16-time world championship record? Randy Orton or John Cena?
John Cena.
Why Cena?
Because that's who Rick wants to break it. Number one, I think that's my one of my biggest reasons. Because Rick actually made it crystal clear he wants John Cena to break it. So I think I would say it would be him. However, um, Randy is the right now. That's why I said this is crazy. Because the thing about it is, what will be the significance of Cena having to do this last run? What's the significance? You already pretty much I mean, not really walked away, but kind of semi-retired without literally putting a label on it. You kind of walked away and was like, "Hey, man, I'm not wrestling no more." You said that on several interviews. You know, Good Morning America. You was telling them, "What's going on, Kev?" You was telling them on Good Morning America that you were done with in-ring performances, stuff like that. So now, what would be the significance of your comeback? Just to retire, then just take the one match and walk away. Um, hey Amanda, what's going on? So is that I think to bring clarity to it all, having them come back to win the belt and then drop it makes sense to break to get the record. It makes more sense than it will be for Randy.
So even with that being said, for John would break the record, but does Randy would tie the record
Yep.
if he gets his next one, right? And then
Okay.
he would have to John's talking about you talking about John wants to get 17, which would break the
Yep.
record. You think Randy 'cause- and here's the thing, John's been labeled as the greatest of all time in WWE standards. He's been labeled.
Facts.
And would you want the greatest of all time in WWE record to be broken? Or do you want that to just remain at 17? Like the closest you can get to doing it is tying it.
So
Would you
so that do you give it a three-way tie then? Do you give it a
well,
three-way tie, or do you
it's
basically? For me, I think it gives more power to the greatest of all time. If you're going to give him that stamp, it gives
right.
more. But again, we talking about WWE. Number one, let's be clear. We talking about records being broken left and right. One of the problems I have is that
I agree.
there's one record that I hate that got broken, and that was Undertaker's undefeated
Undertakers.
streak. I'm sorry. You could have broke every other record in the world except that one. He should have went 30-0 I almost went on that run like like Goldberg did at WCW, had that long stretch where he ain't lose nothing. They could have did that. It would have been a record that would have outlasted life. I mean, unfortunately, his record is gonna stand regardless because nobody's gonna win 20. What was it?
Freaking
20
WrestleMania matches like that.
23. Yeah, you ain't gonna win 23 WrestleManias like that. Most of them guys will retire before they get past five, right? So Unfortunately, that's not going to be broken. But to have him lose in the breakage, I think that was a record, man, we should have never lost. However, so let me get back to the original point. I feel like you ought to give it to Cena. And that's my ultimate thing. I think you give it to Cena, let Cena break the record, and then let him go out in a blaze of glory knowing that he got the record. I would not give it to Randy. If you're going to leave Cena as the stamp, I wouldn't give it to Randy or let Randy tie for it. I think you got to give, because Rick's record hadn't been even close to being broken. And
Right.
so why would you give it to Cena, let somebody else come up and tie it, and then let somebody surpass it if Randy does that? You know what I'm saying? Like it don't bring value to it.
And here's the thing I saw on SmackDown was that Randy sat there with Cody Rhodes and told him that he had his back.
Yep.
And he proved it. He proved
Yep.
it, even though they were up against 4 against 2, right?
Yep.
He proved it. And what I think was messing with me right now, sir, is the fact that my anti-heroes are staying faces. It's messing with me. It's bothering me, sir. Seth Rollins has stayed face. Randy Orton has stayed face, knowing their type of viscerations that they would do on people, especially those that they detest or those that they have either they have respect for them or they detest them. In this case, in Rollins' case, it's Punk. In this case, even though he doesn't detest him yet, it's Orton and Cody Rhodes. Because listen, remember, did we not forget Legacy? Did we not forget Legacy in 2008, 2009?
Yeah.
Did we not forget that? All right. So that's where my head is. It's old stuff coming back into the foray and it'll start to trickle, especially if stuff start going south.
Yeah.
That's my biggest belief. And I'm pretty sure Randy's going to want to get his piece of the title one more time.
Of course.
So it's going to take.
I don't know if I would give him the heavyweight title though. I think I would let him win something like Intercontinental again or US or something. Like you got to give him another one.
Did he ever win the US?
He's never won that. He's never won it. That's the whole point. That's why I said give it to him. I got a mosquito in here, bro. It's 2 of them too.
They both rolling up. They rolled up on you, huh?
Yeah. They popped up on me, and she can't get bit. She can't get bit. That girl swell up like a. I'll get out. You got him? You didn't get him? He in the back. All right.
It's in the
come
back.
on, let's jump out there. Yeah, come on.
Y'all better jump
out. Jump out.
Jump out.
Because I can't take it for you.
Hey,
come on, go.
We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come right back with more while he go jump out. We'll be back right after this. Hey, we'll be back. More of the show. We'll be back.
If you aren't perfect, if you've ever struggled, if you've ever failed, if you want to get better, be better, and make our world better, this is the perfect brand for you. True Victory. Founded by U.S. military veterans, True Victory is a sportswear and streetwear brand dedicated to building everyday champions on and off the field. We're a cause. Our purpose is to transform lives and elevate humanity through the power and unity of sports, positive stories, and serving others. We're dedicated to the game, the grind, and the globe. But most importantly, we're dedicated to you. That's what it means to be always true.
Same great taste. Yes, same great taste. Same great taste.
Man,
He almost got bit.
I can't hear you. Nope, I can't hear you. Your sound off. Sound off. Nope, I lost you. I lost the sound. You can hear me? Oh, yep. I can't hear you at all. Hold on. Let me try this.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
I didn't took out my headset. My headset started acting funny on me now.
Oh, I was wondering. I said I can't hear him.
I took out my headset at this point. I'm done with that. I'm good. I don't need it. But when we went the break before the mosquito attack occurred.
Yeah, man. I had to get her out of there, bro. She was about to lose it.
I understand the sentiment, man. We were talking a bit about, potential stuff that was going on for SummerSlam and the fact that I hate Elon Musk like really bad because he took away my Twitter stuff. But anyway, I think right now as we sit and we want to see how more of these stories, we were talking about legacy and one breaking championships and then Randy Orton in the mix because he's part of both of those, with Cody Rhodes with the championship right now. And then of course, breaking the record for most championships in WWE. We want to see that, wondering if we want to see that happen, but Cena's going on his retirement tour. So we definitely want to see how that one's going to portray as we get towards, Survivor Series, which closes out the year. And I know people was like, interesting enough how now Survivor Series is the last pay-per-view that we have to have. And then we won't get another one until February. That's what I want people to realize. You'll have a month because I think the last thing they're going to do, quote unquote, is tribute to the troops. That's their last quote unquote pay-per-view, but it's not a pay-per-view. Let's get that one thing straight with that. All right. So we'll have that. And then we got January, they pretty much kind of have a break from pay-per-views and stuff. And then we'll back up first week of February for the Royal Rumble. I guess where I'm seeing it now is that we want to make sure that this story between Cody and the bloodline, it has, and the whole thing with the bloodline, it picks up, right where it left off. And I need Roman's face to appear in Cleveland. I need him there.
Yeah.
Can't have it no other way. That I really truly believe that's what's going to make that story work. If Roman just appears.
Yeah. I do too. I think it's gonna, but he gotta appear with Paul Heyman. Like he has to come with Paul. I think that's what's gonna really turn this, is to make sure that he comes with Paul. Not just come, but come with him. Because if he comes with him, then it gives a better impact. and then they come with people. Like they come into, okay, since you got a bloodline, here's my bloodline. What if they don't go get Jay though? They keep Jimmy, but get another brother or cousin, or somebody we probably haven't even considered at all, and bring them in. What happens if we solidify that, and that becomes the storyline instead of it being Jay, Jimmy, the other Fatu, Killer, Azilla, or and Roman? What happens if it's somebody else?
Right.
Because they got plenty. So it ain't like they can't choose, because most all of them are in wrestling anyway.
Right.
So he got to come back. He's got to come back with Paul, and then they got to come back with a team, because that's the only way we're gonna have this Wolfpack versus the original NWO. I mean, the NWO.
You know what? And why do you? I have a feeling that's where we headed. That is literally where we. That's
where we headed. That's exactly. We're gonna have two different bloodlines, and one is gonna end up being the Fatu side, and the other is probably gonna be the Anawa spam. Hey, we don't know. We don't know how this is gonna work.
Look who decided he want to sneak in and get in on the conversation, because he know already. Look who pulled up. Look who pulled up.
Of course he gonna jump in.
I had to slide in. What's going on, gentlemen?
Wait, did you pull your own music into the mix? I heard some music in the background. I don't know if you heard it.
What's good, man?
What's good with you, sir?
Oh,
I heard it.
What's going on, gentlemen?
All right, so you got your piece.
He got his own thing. He got his own theme music.
Exactly. He got his.
I had the video game playing. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you ain't playing Crazy Taxi. I know you ain't playing Crazy Taxi right now.
Because I'm doing great. That's
right. Okay. So this dude's a gamer. Okay. So we've been talking a bit about what we want to see for SummerSlam in this bloodline thing, Kevin. I want to get your insight on what you think. He's saying that it's going to be an NWO type.
I want to see Roman.
Of course. I think we all do. I think we all want to see it. The thing is that I want to see. Hey, you got to cut the game down or something, dog. Something, dude. Come on, bro. Cut the game down.
Oh, wow.
I'm hearing too much.
Yeah.
Hey, he froze. I don't know what happened. He froze.
Yeah, because he done got in, and that game got to playing. He don't know how to stop it.
He'll stop back in a second. But my biggest thing on this bloodline thing, you saying Wolfpack versus Hollywood, and I'm like, it's like, why WWE writers know this stuff, and it's like sometimes when you bring old becoming new again, sometimes it can be good, other times it can be like, okay, this is nothing but a retread. Why do we have a retread? But I remember, from my standpoint, reboots and revivals and all that stuff is needed because you're going to have newer audiences into this mix that just really don't know.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good to do it, because when NWO did it, I think the game players who started the Wolfpack wasn't as impactful as the original. So with the bloodline, they're actually cultivating this right, because it's called the bloodline. Like, it's like this whole entire scenario it can go so many ways.
Right.
But that's the reason why it's called the bloodline. It's called the bloodline because it is a bloodline, and it's a battle for rights of supremacy of who gonna run the bloodline. So, I love the idea. I love the idea. I love the idea of them doing the split and making it look like it did. I think this one will work a lot better because we built up enough of Solo in NXT. He gets to the main roster. He's working with Roman. And when he started working with Roman, he works with Roman as the enforcer. So you think about it, when the enforcer started turning and making decisions, now it cultivates a different ball game. So now it's almost kind of like I'm gonna set my throne up just like yours, and I'm going to show you how to run it so it won't never. So it works out perfectly.
Okay.
If you ask me, it works out perfectly.
Okay, I don't disagree with that. Let's see if you're ready now. Dude, what the heck is that going on in the background, sir?
I should be good.
Nah, man.
It might be.
Some still shooting.
My wife was watching TV.
Some still shooting, and
what's going on, yo?
There's. What are y'all hearing?
Oh yeah.
All stuff in the
Oh my
background.
goodness, bro.
What is going on? I don't know what y'all hear.
Bro, you guys, you must have
everything muted.
you must have something open on your phone or on your computer. It must be something else open up on your computer.
It's like wizardry
that's playing in the background.
Like some kind of magic and keys and all that stuff. We hear all of that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's the sound effects for me.
This is the technical difficulties we'll be talking about. I don't understand.
Oh my goodness, man. We enchanted. This is the Enchanted Islands. Bro, we everywhere, man. That's why this is called whatever Wednesday.
That's why it is called Whatever Wednesday today.
When come on.
Okay, we're gonna step him out for a second while he's figuring that one out.
Golly, man.
Oh man, I love it. That's why I love doing my show on Whatever Wednesday, man. You see, you don't be here often, so but look, the day that you come up, look what happened.
I'm off work today. I don't have to do nothing today. I'm good.
Listen. Oh man, he said, "Try it now." Okay, that sounds better. I think that sounds better now. We good. I think that's good.
You figured it out?
There we go.
He was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I don't hear what y'all hear." We do.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't. But I can honestly say I agree with Pastor Bailey. I think the bloodline is kind of like NWO rejuvenated and with a better direction. The NWO ain't really have no direction after it first came out. Once the split happened and you had NWO Wolfpack and regular NWO, then you had LWO, then you had this other WO, then you had another WO, and then there was too many WOs, and it was just like, where are we going with all this?
Yeah.
Yes, it saved the Monday Night Wars for the WWE. Yes, it gave the WWE that push it needed to take over eventually. But even when they originally brought the NWO to WWE, it was just like, what are we doing?
Yes.
Yeah, we couldn't do nothing with it.
Like a takeover. But now with this bloodline story, you're using actual family members and creating something that Roman Reigns put in place originally, and then you get Solo, who's, like you said, has been built up since NXT, and he's been just an enforcer.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, this man's star power has just went from here to here. So he's the perfect person to put in the position of the Tribal Chief 2.0 to fight Roman for the Tribal Chief title, because he has not only the look, but the skill in the ring, and he has the appearance. Like two Samoan dudes, one super buff and ripped, the other a bruiser, a big brawly bruiser. You can't beat it. Like this is gonna cultivate into something amazing. And then if they put Dwayne into it and make it a triple threat to where it's like, hold on, no, I'm the final boss. I've been doing this. I paved the way for you two. Then we get the WWE 2K23 video game storyline. Well, it's not about the old guys anymore. It's about the future. So then it sets up so much that like there's so much that they're doing, man, and that there's so many directions that they can take this bloodline storyline. There's so many different directions, and then so many other pieces and parts that you can add into and throw into it at any given point in time. Just to like right now, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton being involved with fighting the bloodline, but then you still have to worry about Roman, Jimmy, Jay, The Rock. You know what I mean?
I'm glad
and
you brought
any
that up.
other annoying member that they want to incorporate, because they could just bring in family members just for the hell of it because they can do it, and all of them have some type of star power.
All right, stop. Here we go. This is what I want to know. The direction, if this were to happen, because we like to play as WWE writers on this show. We love playing that. Let's say we get to a point where Solo and Roman have to fight for title as tribal chief, and Roman loses to Solo. He loses to Solo. And has to acknowledge Solo as the tribal chief. Do you let that be the storyline, or do you make sure Roman remains as the tribal chief? That might be a homework assignment.
Have to add The Rock.
That might be a homework assignment.
You have to add The Rock. If Solo beats Roman, you have to eventually add The Rock. Hold on, just listen to me. If you're going to do it that way, if you're going to do it to where that's the end, and Solo is the one who Roman ends up bowing to and acknowledging, what about Dwayne? He is the final boss. When it comes to that family, he has taken that family name. Hold on. He's taken that family name to the next level of stardom, and he helped usher in more wrestlers from that family to get what we're getting now. He helped bring in the new era. So if you have Roman in his career losing to Solo, you gotta have Solo end up beating The Rock to end The Rock's career, and Solo be that dude going into the future.
Wow. You just said
he
Solo
eventually has to beat the both of them.
I
If
don't
you're
see
going to
that.
let Solo beat Roman and Roman have to acknowledge Solo, then you got to make it to where eventually The Rock has to acknowledge Solo and retire from WWE. And then you have your real tribal chief.
Stop. Let me tell you why. The only reason I can see Dwayne not really fighting just yet is because I can see him being the orchestrator, final boss, tribal chief up under that. He is like the mob organizations, how they do things, you know.
The Capone. He's the Capone. Yeah.
And he don't really have to fight. He can orchestrate it though.
Absolutely.
He said, you're going to be the person that's going to handle what we got going on here from this point on. But if it does, now I will go to your point though, Jersey, on if it doesn't work and he is not a good tribal chief, then yes, then you bring The Rock in, and then you face him off against Solo, saying you are not a great tribal chief.
I'm sorry. I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, you cannot put The Rock in that to pass the baton to Solo. You bypass a Roman Reigns who have dominated the entire for 3 years. He's dominated for 3 years. So you cannot. It's almost kind of like skipping a grade and knowing that everything you skipped, you need that part for the next level or for the next place. So here's why I'm saying I don't think he would have to bow down. If we're gonna kill the storyline altogether, if Roman has to bow down to Solo without there being a passing of the baton. Remember, everybody has to pass the baton to somebody. Roman has not done that. He has not passed the baton to Solo. So if you let him just drop it and then he has to bow down to him, there's no passing of the baton. That's almost like hey, you finna bypass me, go straight to the. It's like, you remember we used to play Mortal Kombat? You remember, playing Mortal Kombat, you have to go level to level to level. Before long, you get to Goro, and then you go from Goro to Sub-Z. I mean, to Shang Tsung, from Shang Tsung to Shokan. You cannot bypass those stages. The Rock Roman is our stage. It is the final stage. The Rock Roman is the final stage, because if Sika and what's the other one? The Samoan, you know what I'm talking about. His daddy and his uncle. When they put that around him and told him, you are now the tribal chief, you are the head of the table, that should put Rock in his head about a battle between them two if Rocky is behind all of this. It makes no sense for it to bypass that to go to Solo. That's the only reason, my only argument, because I'm going to build up Solo, but I need to build up Solo so that Roman can pass the baton, not Rock. Because then you bypass all that Roman has put in, all the investment, and then everybody who's in the league now, or everybody I'm talking about in the league, everybody that's in WWE now, that's a part of their family, is not there because of The Rock yet. They're there because of Roman. And with Roman pulling them up into, and then Rock now taking the charge, they can work as a team to go. I don't know if you saw the documentary when they talked about WrestleMania and how that whole entire piece was getting ready to go down. And Rocky said, no, y'all, we need to put a hold on this because we need to let the bloodline do this, not what y'all think we should do. Because if we would have gave y'all Rock and Roman now, it would have fizzed out. There would have been no more energy because everybody was hollering for Cody. It would have killed everything. So to build the storyline, you have to let everything run through Roman. And Roman Rock is the final boss. It is the final battle that's going to be for the supremacy of their bloodline. I'm telling you, that's going to
Friday. You're going to have to hold it till Friday.
Thank you for saying Cody's name. Oh, yep, I got you. But thank you for saying Cody's name in this whole situation. Friday. Because now it makes more sense for what I was saying. So I got y'all. Friday.
Ooh, right. We're going to continue this. This is not
WWE
over.
Need new writers.
Whatever
we need to write.
We should be the writers.
Hey, give me a pen and stuff. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to Whatever Wednesday.
I can't find a pen.
I want to say happy birthday to Kelsey Nicole Nelson. Happy birthday to you. Wonderful lady that does an amazing job with women in sports and doing her thing in DC. And keep up the great work. So happy birthday to you, Kelsey. And you always know you're welcome here at the A-Train Show. Hey, Friday. We got to continue this. This is not going to end well. I think we got a good wrestling show on our hands. A-Train it's going to be a Friday night SmackDown. SmackDown Friday is what we're going to call it. All right, we in.
It's going down.
I think we going to all get it in. Won't get time at noon. All right. So that'll wrap things up. Thank you, Pastor Bailey. course. Thank you. Jumping in. Hey, I love the energies that we got going on with this because it brings out the conversation, and hopefully we can get everything down on X and on Twitter and whatnot. We can get people back in to check out the show. All right, thank you to everyone. We'll catch y'all Friday, same time, same back channel, right here on Fuel Sports
and
Network.
If y'all have anything to add, hashtag A-Train Show. Hashtag A-Train Show about anything regarding wrestling and what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Hashtag A-Train Show.
Absolutely. Let's get it.
Wrestling wise, we getting it in, man. A-Train Show Friday, noon, 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll see y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be good now.